Family members of Reddit, what's the most unsettling experience you've had involving a wedding, a mysterious gift, or a disturbing revelation about a loved one? Story 1. Am I the a-hole for sharing my maternity box gift on social media if my stepsister never received one for her son? I recently became a parent for the first time. When we left the hospital, they gave us a baby box, which was a lovely package that also doubled as a bed. It included a mattress, baby clothes, and other essentials. I was surprised because I live in the US and always thought this was only a thing in Finland. It turns out, the county I reside in partners with a charity that provides these boxes for all expecting mothers. I was excited about it, so I shared a post on Instagram to show it off. However, a few days later, my stepmom messaged me and suggested I take down the post. She felt it was inconsiderate because many new mothers don't receive this benefit. She pointed out that her daughter, my stepsister, was quite upset about it. My stepsister did reach out and expressed her frustration, saying, "Wow, when I had my son, the hospital only gave me some maxi pads and a bill." Angry face emoji. Despite the feedback, I decided not to remove the post because I wanted to highlight the charity's efforts. I believe it could be incredibly helpful for women in my area who might not be aware of the baby boxes but need them. My stepsister then sent me a direct message asking me to take the post down. She expressed that it's unfair that she is struggling with a special needs baby while other mothers can boast about how amazing it is to be a new mom. She mentioned that she never received a free box, clothes, or perfume like my cousin did and that everyone stopped caring once she had her son. She felt that I, my cousin, and all our other relatives, receive all the attention. At this point, I'm contemplating leaving the post up. While I don't live in the same state as my stepfamily, I am familiar with social programs designed to help parents with special needs children. I suggested that my stepsister seek help or attend counseling. However, maybe that isn't the best course of action. I need an outside opinion because the lack of sleep is clouding my judgment. Am I the one in the wrong here? Story 2. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister people who expressed concerns about her son and stepson before she got married, and did she choose not to listen? My sister has been married for 5 years and has a 17-year-old son. She also has a stepson who is the same age. The boys have known each other since kindergarten but have never gotten along. My sister was asked if she would be okay with her son and his stepbrother spending some time together to work out their issues. She agreed, and they tried for about 7 weeks. They were seated next to each other in class, helped each other, and given tasks to do together, but it didn't work. The whole time they were together, it was really difficult. They still don't like each other, and I believe they truly hate each other. My sister and her husband got together, and a lot of us told her it wasn't a good idea because their kids didn't get along. She said they'd have to learn to get along once they were a family. I asked her if she believed that and if she wanted to live in a house where the kids didn't want to be around each other. She said she loved her husband too much to call things off or delay the wedding. She also said she was going to try to get her son to be friends with her husband's son, even though they didn't get along. Our dad also warned her before the wedding that things would end badly because of the kids. My sister and her husband now have a son together. Their existing sons from previous relationships strongly dislike each other. We have witnessed fights and tense interactions between them. During a recent incident, my nephew lost a friend who had been ill for some time and passed away just before his 17th birthday. When my sister and her husband wanted all 4 boys to attend the funeral, the stepson refused to go. He even expressed disdain for my nephew and the deceased friend, which was upsetting to everyone involved. At the funeral, the boys' parents told my sister and her husband that the stepson had not said anything kind about their son and should not have been there. My sister expressed feeling humiliated by the realization that other people were so aware of the conflict between us. She claimed that we never warned her, but I corrected her, pointing out that we did, but she didn't listen. She insisted that we didn't try hard enough and was outraged when I suggested that we had done everything we could. Story 3. Am I the a-hole for skipping my sister's wedding? My older sister, 41F, is getting married to her partner of about 3 years in a month. They both have children from previous relationships. My sister has a 14-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl. Her partner has a 14-year-old girl, a 13-year-old boy, and an 11-year-old girl. The relationship has been controversial. My nephew, who is 14, has been dealing with issues involving a 14-year-old girl since 3rd grade, and things worsened during virtual classes. She would frequently insult my nephew, even using the voice feature to target him. Despite this, my sister and her partner began a romantic relationship and moved in together. My nephew and his grandparents, his bio father's parents, despite his lack of involvement, were always very supportive of my sister, and my nephew expressed a lot of unhappiness about this. As a result of their speaking up, my sister cut off contact with the paternal grandparents. When my sister and her partner got engaged, my nephew did not take it well. There was a public situation where he told everyone present that she was marrying the father of his bullies and didn't care about him. My sister was furious. My nephew was devastated that his mom was marrying her partner despite knowing how he would feel. My sister did not want to hear from anyone, including me, that it was a bad idea and that she risked losing her son. She told me he didn't get to dictate her life and they'd deal with the bullying, but he was being unreasonable about everything. I told her my nephew deserved space away from the girl, and she told me he can't pick. His family and siblings sometimes fight. 2 months ago, my nephew ran away. He was gone for 2.5 weeks, and we searched everywhere for him. He wanted to go to his grandparents but worried they'd get into trouble. CPS intervened when he was found, and my nephew was removed from my sister's home and placed with his grandparents, which was his first choice. I have spoken to him since, and he said he was glad he was removed. He said he had been prepared to keep running away, and he told the social worker that and more. We're in touch frequently, and I get to visit him. My sister could visit, but my nephew doesn't want to see her. Yet, she's proceeding with everything like normal. We disagreed with her choosing the relationship over her nephew. She told me I'll never understand. My invitation came in the midst of all this, and I declined. I made it clear I would not attend this wedding after everything that's happened. My sister and parents told me I should put aside the family troubles and attend or risk the relationship forever. I told them I stand by my nephew over my sister. Hello everyone, it would be greatly appreciated if you could consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Your support in hitting the subscribe button and activating the notification bell to stay updated with our content would mean a lot. Thank you sincerely for tuning in. We are looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Your support is truly valued.